There's definitely a lot of single immunities. Had to step it up, though. As we're getting close to 2020, I think you're going to dig this. Let's begin.
It is so disturbing, and I'm at a loss for words.
Yo, Francesca, suck this big and swallow, you stupid slut. Get the out of you, dumbass. You stupid who didn't give me a chance. You stupid idiots. I'm a nice person. I'm a warrior. I'm a Taurus scholar. You're lost if you don't believe in me.
Frankly, Dorian Brentfoyle, what you actually are.
Report my videos. Why is no one else talking about it? Why am I the only person still? What is this, man? This is so pitiful. This is the reason why a lot of bullshit would happen, because no one else has the balls to do anything. More people need to have my back. I care about this people. I still do.
Candidly speaking, and I would happily say this to your face. You are an unintelligent, uninspiring, foul-smelling 31-year-old narcissistic pedophile. You have virtually no aspiring qualities to your character. You have no redeeming things about your personality. I can't even name one good thing you offer to the table. You're just unfit. Frankly speaking, you should seek therapy, seriously.
Ghetto ASMR, also known by his real name Dorian Foyle, is an online ASMR content creator that has been banned off of YouTube for a multitude of reasons, all of them really bad. A lot can be said about Dorian. One is that he's a man of many words. I can't repeat any of them, otherwise this video will get taken down straight away. Dorian is also the gift that keeps on giving, and by gift I mean you wake up and your stockings are full of coal and also your parents are dead. Now, I need to make a confession. Back in the day, I used to watch a fair bit of ASMR. I was a teenager. I had trouble going to sleep, I guess, and I would watch people tapping on stuff to help me go to sleep. I don't know. It sounds like rain or something. Don't make fun of me. Listening to bearded men tap on items for some reason puts me to sleep better than beers with Bill Cosby would. And back when I watched this stuff every day, I stumbled across a channel called Ghetto ASMR, who is the main character of this video, obviously. That's him up there. He's beautiful, isn't he? Aww. He's very beautiful. And at first, I kind of liked his videos. He'd tap on stuff really fast. He was a drummer at some point in time, so that made it so he was like really, really quickly, and I liked it. It was pretty cool. And over the years, I would stop in to his channel now and again to see how he was going and watch some of his videos, which, yeah, this was about 2016 to 2019, and he actually managed to gain a fairly big following of people. 128,000 subscribers is what he had in the end when his channel got deleted, which is crazy. That's a good amount of people to be subscribed to some dude that just taps on I mean, look at the quality of this. Awesome. And back when I would watch him, he seemed really nice. He would tap on things fast. I don't know. He smiled a lot. He seemed pretty nice. To me, he seemed like a small YouTube channel that was kind of struggling to lift off like a lot of others were. But he was really nice, seemed really nice, and he was doing what he loved, I guess. I don't know. Basically, I was wrong. He's not a nice guy.
Yo, but you probably tap super slow, Eric, and you probably have no rhythm. You're sitting there hating, but you probably, if you were to tap, it would sound like this. That's the fastest you could tap with your weak, little, insignificant, petty, disgusting fingers, Eric. You disgusting human being.
His descent into absolute insanity started in 2018 when he decided to try and link up with another creator called Night Shift ASMR. He sent Night Shift a message asking if they could collaborate and make a video. Now, at the time, Night Shift ASMR had flooding in his house or something, so he couldn't really make a video tapping on things with this fella. He had a house that was flooded, and he couldn't reply to Dorian's message. So Dorian's response to this was to create a YouTube video where he was shitting on him and a lot of other creators that weren't collaborating with him at the time. And one of the things that Ghetto did in this video was Photoshop all of the creators that he was calling out onto a picture of a snake. Now, I couldn't find any trace of this video on the internet, but I could find the Reddit post where Night Shift basically calls out Ghetto ASMR for this video, calling it immature and basically explaining that he couldn't reply because his house was flooded, and Dorian's response was ridiculous in comparison to what was actually going on. And everybody took this pretty much the same way. It seemed really immature and a bad way to react to things, but people kind of left it, and after that, people forgot about it, and Dorian just kept making ASMR videos like he usually did, up until about 2020, when things get real crazy. After this, a few people turned on Ghetto and started to see him as immature and a bit mentally unstable, to say the least. But people kind of forgot about it, and Dorian even managed to get a couple collaborations after this, surprisingly, and continued making the videos that he was making to begin with. But nobody could foresee the absolute insanity that would go down a couple of years later. Sometime in early 2021, I was minding my own business, scrolling through my YouTube recommendations, when I got recommended probably the best thing I've ever been recommended. It was this YouTube Rage compilation on Ghetto ASMR. Now, seeing the thumbnail and the title, I was pretty confused. I mean, I knew this guy. He seemed alright. I didn't think he would, rage at anything. He seemed like a bit of a sweetheart, a bit of a cuddly looking man with a beard. Nah, I was wrong. That he gets angry.
It's not fun, man. It's not fun. You want to see? You know what? Fuck you pieces of shit. You want to see what pain? You want to see what the pain I have inside? Then you want to see what I hold? And you want to see what I hold? You fucking assholes. You have no fucking idea. You want to see the pain inside, fucking bitches? I don't fucking do shit. I don't let on any of you guys. That's what you fucking. That's Fuck you guys for all the disrespect and all the hate. Nah, all you lied to me. All you. Fuck you guys. Nah, fuck you.
All of a sudden, the man that put me to sleep a few times a couple of years earlier was now calling me the F slur through my TV screen.
You're writing all these fucking paragraphs like a fucking idiot. You realize if that was your face, you'd be fucking done, you stupid pussy. Try to talk shit to my face, you little weakling. See what the fuck happens, you little bitch. You see how big these fucking knuckles are, bro? That ain't fucking jack shit. That ain't jack shit. I trained these motherfuckers, man.
I was lost for words. I mean, listen to a couple of the things this guy says during these rages.
Buddy, I'm 31 and I have never had a woman love me. I wanted to love and be loved, and I was dealing with a lot of hardship in my life. I dealt with a lot of emotional abuse in my life. You expected me to not get angry at these trolls. No. You're probably somebody working at YouTube, or you're Susan Wojcicki, who's got 5 kids who wanted to cancel me. How dare you guys do that to me? I'm an awesome person who cares about this world. I hate seeing people suffer, and you guys wanted me to suffer. You're all in the wrong completely.
Basically, people found out that Dorian goes off his fucking rocker if you make fun of him even a little bit. Just the internet being the internet, people began to absolutely bully this guy on his live streams, and he would lose his shit on live streams. Sometimes even punching himself in the face. It got that extreme at points. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've been on the internet for a fairly long time, and what I've learned is that if you scream at people, people are going to bully you. It's simple as that. There's no ifs or buts there. If you yell at people, they're going to bully you more than they were to begin with. So obviously, things only got worse from here. Around this time, an ASMR content creator and a fellow Australian uploaded a video expressing concerns over Dorian's recent exploits. He, like me, was also a fan of this guy back in the day, kind of, and was pretty surprised to see what Dorian was getting up to online. Now, I've got to say, Jojo's first video on Dorian is absolutely amazing. He's extremely sympathetic towards him, and he portrays him as a guy that is struggling a lot mentally and needs help. He even expresses some constructive criticism that Ghetto can use to better himself and better his channel, like getting a new camera and maybe upping the quality a little bit to pull in more viewers, and stop live streaming himself screaming and punching himself in the face, because obviously that wasn't going well at the time. Now, after watching that video, you would most likely feel sorry for Dorian. Actually, even now, you probably feel sorry for him. I mean, he seems like he's just losing his fucking mind. He doesn't seem like a terrible human or anything. An adult. You're wrong. He's terrible. Now, I want to play a little bit of a game here with you guys, a bit of a questionnaire, a multiple choice answer questionnaire, right? What do you think Ghetto ASMR did after Jojo released this video? Did he A, keep uploading his videos like he used to and ignore the drama as a whole? B, apologize to his viewers and use Jojo's constructive criticism to better himself and his channel? Or did he C, sext minors?
An adult.
I'll give you a second. It's hard. It's a hard one to figure out. It
An
was
adult.
C. He texted minors. Not long after Jojo's video, screenshots started to be released of Dorian speaking to a 17-year-old inappropriately online. Now, this girl seemed to be a fan who reached out to him and wanted to conversate with him. Obviously, her being 17 and him being 29 is a big red flag and a big no-no. That's bad. Now, I'm going to read some of these messages out, and just as a disclaimer, they get pretty disturbing, equally hilarious at times, but keep in mind this lady is a minor and he's an adult, so anything that this guy says to this girl is bad. But he says worse thing. He says bad stuff, bad things. He says bad. Dorian, bad boy Dorian. Now, a lot of this is just a lot of cringe sort of talking back and forth. She isn't really giving him anything. He asks for photos a lot. Here she's talking about the true crime she's watching or something. That's cool. Yeah, I agree. We all have different levels of morality. Serial killers have such weird morals. I find it interesting when you hear about serial killers that love animals but would never harm them, yet their morals flip when it comes to humans. Underneath, he replies with, yeah, serial killers are definitely twisted people. I wouldn't want to be around them, lol. That's for sure. I get angry at toxic trolls. Feel like those toxic people could become serial killers one day. I don't know shit, lol. Feeling solid. Just got back. Gonna make a coffee for now and do some work. Did you finger yourself tonight yet? Last night I finally exploded after holding it in for like 2 days, and it was death or relief. Lol. I feel like his riz, for lack of a better word, is so advanced that us mere humans can't even understand what he's trying to do here. Honestly, I think that 500 years in the future, we're going to look back at this in the history books and think, wow, like this guy was ahead of his time. Did you finger yourself tonight yet? The classic line. Put that in your Tinder bio. See if that works. And now here we have the piece de resistance of the conversation. This is like an exquisite Italian pasta or a lovely red wine, Barossa Valley Shiraz from the local BWS. It's absolutely stunning. This interaction that he has right here, equally as disturbing and deplorable, but dude. Now, for a little bit of context, she has begun speaking to Dorian about her mental health issues and how she has been diagnosed with an unnamed mental illness that obviously I won't expose on here. And Dorian has been quite caring and saying that he hopes that she gets better and that he can help her and, you know, just grooming her, basically. I appreciate the thought. I've found that telling myself everything is going to be alright isn't always efficient. I like to be realistic rather than optimistic. I appreciate you saying it'll be okay, but with all due respect, it's hard for you to understand completely, and that's okay, smiley face. I also appreciate that you want to help, but if it were that easy, I would never have been diagnosed in the first place. I have a lot of loving family and friends who make me happy, but a mental illness like blank just can't be overcome. You're right, but what if my sperm could heal it? If you swallowed me and I came inside you, I seriously think maybe I'd help. Sperm has certain nutrients and protein in it. I guess we won't be able to find out yet. Does ASMR help with it at all? What are you talking about? Everything about what he just said is insane. I can't even express to you that just the levels of absolute insanity you would have to say something like that in response to somebody opening up about their mental illness. Could you imagine telling someone a deeply personal mental issue that you struggle with and then responding with, do you think if you swallowed my sperm it would help? What about that? Have you tried swallowing my cum? Antidepressants? Swallow cum. Swallow my cum. Now, after all this released, some people kind of defended Dorian by stating that the place where he lives, the age of consent is actually 16. not 18, which, all right, but I mean, it's still extremely wrong. The power dynamic between a 29-year-old YouTuber with a large following and a 17-year-old girl is pretty big. And the things that he was saying to this girl, even if it was a 25-year-old woman, it would still be absolutely fucked up.
But he's definitely going to get run out of Australia, though, I'll tell you that. Oh, he's absolutely getting dominated. Good luck to him, though. He's going to watch this back every single time he's walking around Australia now. No, I have actually a lot better people watching me out there than him. No one likes him. Go back to where you're fucking from, Jojo. You fucking terrible ASM artist. You suck at everything, bitch. Frag Dogcast, thanks for it too. I hope you have a great day. Thanks, love, man. I'm glad you're enjoying. Fuck with the wrong one. I'm gonna use it as fuel for life. I'm gonna dominate the fuck out of him.
Now, after this, Jojo, the man himself, talked to Ghetto ASMR in a Discord call and kind of called him out on these messages. And this is what Ghetto said.
Message receipts and text messages of things that have been happening between you and some other women. And I must say that is quite distressing and disturbing to look at.
Yeah, that's my personal business, though. Like, you guys got to mind your own business. If you have a girlfriend or wife, like, don't get into my business there. You know what I mean? Respect that.
I totally respect and agree with that.
Don't get into my fucking business.
Look, I hear you, but when you have
I'm 29 years old. I talk to a lot of my fans. Like, come on, man. I don't ask for anything. If some of my fans, like, come on, and I don't even want to do. I don't even do this to any of my fans. Like, I'm not trying to make. People are already trying to, like, I'm looking out for my fans and shit. But, like, I don't want my fans trying to troll me. They're like young and they don't realize what they're doing themselves.
All I'm just going to say is that when you have a platform of over 130,000 people and you are messaging fans, and some of these are women, and when you read,
me. I didn't go out of my way. They can message me.
Yeah, of course, but like, I've seen the text receipts of a girl who at the time was apparently 17 years old, and the fact that you're partaking in a sexually explicit conversation with them is, first of all, illegal under many states of the US. I'm not exactly sure of the laws there. But secondly, quite disturbing and almost an abuse of your power.
Wait, why are you trying to attack me, though? Why are you, like, acting
I'm not attacking you. That's just,
now, what are you trying to do here, dude? I don't get it. This girl's almost 18 and we're just talking. I never even met her. What are you trying to do here? Are you trying to make me look bad? Are you trying to take my girls? Like, what's going on here?
Now, none of this, unfortunately, would be an isolated incident. After these messages, Ghetto would also get in a conversation with another 17-year-old, this one being a female to male transgender person that he was talking to on Steam. And in these messages, he talks about how he wants to have a threesome with them and their also 17-year-old girlfriend, which, yeah, terrible. And he says some pretty fucked up things in the conversation there as well. And that transgender 17-year-old that he was talking to lived in a state where the age of consent was 18. So what he was doing in that one was definitely illegal. And to make matters worse, it's also alleged that he was talking to a 17-year-old girl with schizophrenia from a different country, I think Lithuania or something like that, and basically conning her into sending him pictures of herself naked, which, holy shit, dude, you could not get much more fucking evil than that. But he gets worse. I'm not joking. This shit's crazy. Now, throughout this, Jojo sent proof of these exploits, you could probably call them, that Ghetto was doing online to YouTube. And YouTube issued a couple of community guideline strikes to Dorian's channel. Now, with one strike remaining before his channel is terminated, what do you think Dorian did in that situation? If you guessed posting an unlisted YouTube video on his channel with over 128,000 subscribers of him masturbating and then sending the link to it to a girl on Discord, you were right. Well done. Now, we called this video For My Sexy Lioness, which, you know, Riz. Like I said before, Riz. His channel was swiftly deleted, obviously, and then he went on to blame Jojo for it. Come on, dude. You are the one that did. You're the beer thief, dude. After all this, Jojo ASMR uploaded a second YouTube video talking about the messages between Dorian and the underage people and basically just exposing the fuck out of him, and also going over how Ghetto got his channel deleted. The shift of tone between Jojo's first video and this one is unbelievable. After this, everybody hated Ghetto ASMR. People began making videos about him, and generally he was just kicked off of YouTube and banned to the fucking shadow realm. He actually tried to come back on YouTube like 5 different times with heaps of different channels. The best one being one where he wears a mask.
My name is Fast and Furious ASMR, and no, it's not Dorian or Ghetto ASMR. My name is Fast and Furious ASMR.
And uses a fake name to try and get around his YouTube ban, which is very, very good idea, especially since he like has his tattoos on full display. Now, of course, what do you expect? Ghetto then messages a 14-year-old girl and asks her for nudes. Now, this is irrefutable. There's so many screenshots to prove this stuff, and I mean, he's a piece of shit. This guy sucks ass. He's asking this 14-year-old for nudes. He even at one point lies and says that he's 17, and then she says, "Oh, aren't you like 30?" And then he immediately backtracks and says like, "Oh yeah, I am 30. Send me a picture of your bum." Now, Jojo made a 3rd video after this, and it's a very serious one, and he basically tells you exactly what I just told you. It's really messed up, and basically just warns people, stay away from this guy. He is a predator. Now, I do want to give props to Jojo because he made sure that the victim in this situation was okay and got in contact with her and helped her out after that like horrible situation. So props to him for doing that. That's awesome. Fuck you, Dorian. You suck. Now, what would a predator that's been kicked off of YouTube do? Make a TikTok. Of course he made a TikTok. On his TikTok, he spent heaps of 2023 doing the same thing as he usually did, making live streams, making tapping videos, and using a lot of that time to just try and defame Jojo ASMR by calling him like a pedophile, which is pretty rich coming from him, saying that he's botting his views, sub-botting, and Jojo even makes like 2 more videos talking about that situation. Now, the best part of this whole era here on TikTok in 2023, he made this video where he talks about how Jojo ASMR is Jewish and so is he, and that all the rabbis in Australia need to like get involved in the situation and get Jojo to stop making videos on him.
We have a big problem here. So this Jojo's ASMR kid, he says he's Jewish. I'm fucking Jewish for real. For 2 years, he's been trying to harass and oppress and suppress me and use his fucking platform. And he would go into his Discords with his stupid friend, that Leshevsky kid with his Discord, and ask them to mass report my videos. Why is no one else talking about it? Why am I the only person still? What is this fucking shit, man? This is so pitiful. This is the reason why a lot of bullshit would happen, because no one else has the balls to do anything. More people need to have my back. I care about this fucking world and people, and I still do. But what is this world, right? They let me just suffer, and they're letting this fucking coward person, Jojo ASMR, spread his hate, and he's still been trying to cancel me. And if he wasn't around, I'd still be able to do my thing on YouTube. Well, look, you're not allowed to do this. This is against Torah law, going against me. He's trying to suppress and oppress me. Just because he hates himself, and he's mad at himself, and he doesn't want girls to like me. Like, what is this kid? This kid is terrible. He's like 24. I'm turning 31. And he's been trying to stop me from having, like, women who love me and a wife and everything for 2 years. Why are you guys allowing this? Rabbis in Australia, why are you allowing this? Why? Doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm turning 31 tomorrow, and you're trying to stop me from having a wife and kids because this fucking Jojo had to spread his defamation and hate. He caused all this hate.
I don't know, man. It just gets crazier. Throughout 2023, he actually just lost his mind. He went sicko mode and just said the craziest things you could imagine. He even refers to himself as God for a while and just keeps on making the same kind of content that he's always made. I feel like at this point, Dorian was like waking up in a cold sweat every single night to abuse a voodoo doll of Jojo ASMR. That's how much Jojo fucked with him. Like, Jojo pulled this guy apart and basically ruined his entire YouTube career, which good on him. I mean, this guy does not deserve to be on YouTube. One of my favorite parts of this video is Ghetto blaming Jojo for like stopping him having a wife and kids, which also insane, unless he was planning to have a 14-year-old wife, when in that case, I mean, Jojo probably did, you know, do something to stop that. Finally, after all of that, we come to today. The present day. Where is Dorian now? What is this guy doing? Well, he's on TikTok still, and he's still uploading videos of him tapping on things, and I shit you not, has amassed millions of views. This guy has once again gained over 100,000 followers. Now, I don't think I have to explain to you why this is a really bad thing. The majority of people on TikTok are under the age of 18, and Dorian having free access to these people is really, really scary. Going through the comments on these TikTok videos, a lot of these people have no clue who this guy is or what he's doing. They just enjoy his ASMR videos. Now, that's terrible. The thought of this guy messaging underage people on TikTok is disgusting, and I can almost positively say that he is or will do that at some point if he's not taken off of TikTok. If EDP can be banished to the fucking internet shadow realm, I don't understand why Dorian Ghetto ASMR is still online, still doing his thing, and probably still trying to fuck kids. And I also just want to point out, I don't know where he's filming in these new TikToks. It looks like hell itself. It's like in some creepy basement. Look at this screenshot and tell me this doesn't look like fucking Jimmy Savile mixed with my sleep paralysis demon. Now, with this video, I don't want people to go over and try and troll him and make him go off his fucking rocker even more than he already has, because doing that is not going to affect anything positively at all. If anything, it's just going to make him crazier and make matters worse. If you report his TikTok, fine, but I'm not making this video to send any sort of hate over to him. And I'm not saying that he's done anything illegal on TikTok. There's no proof of that yet that I've seen anyway. I'm just saying that it's dangerous and that there is a good chance that he could do this again. And with the giant following that he has gained on TikTok, I am fairly sure that he will. In conclusion, I think that there is plenty of proof to get this guy completely off of the internet. If EDP is completely banned off of everything, I think Dorian should be too. It's pretty cut and dry that this guy's a predator and shouldn't have access to people watching his videos at all. Dorian, go and get a real job, dude. No one wants you online anymore, and you need to chill the fuck out. Anyway, thank you for watching. I want to say thanks to everyone that left comments on my last video. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, follow the channel. I've got more coming up. Yeah, thank you for watching. I love you. Bye.
Frankly, Dorian Brent Foyle, what you actually are, candidly speaking, and I would happily say this to your face, you are an unintelligent, uninspiring, foulish-smelling 31-year-old narcissistic pedophile. You have virtually no aspiring qualities to your character. You have no redeeming things about your personality. I can't even name one good thing you offer to the table. To do so would require me to bang my head against this concrete wall for hours on end, and even then I couldn't muster a single positive thing about your character. You say and threaten people at physical violence all the time when you can't even do a proper push-up, mate. You complain how your life has been so difficult and so hard when you live in a first world developed country with a roof over your head, living at 31 years of age with your mum. You're a moron and you're unfit to be on the internet. You're incapable of going 3 minutes on live stream without having a mental breakdown and accusing everyone else except for yourself for everything that happens in your life. Frankly, I'm surprised that government officials haven't knocked your door down to institutionalize yourself, because frankly you belong in a mental asylum. You're just unfit. Frankly speaking, you should seek therapy, seriously.